All right, started day two. Had a good night's rest last night. Got 140 miles today, and it's going to be into the wind the whole time. Up to, I think it's going to start about 6 miles an hour, and then it's going to be about 15. So it's going to be probably a multiple charge day for sure. Let alone 140 miles and top it off with the headwind. But it's beautiful right now. It's like 62 degrees. It's just before 7 o'clock, so I'm getting an early start for me. Make some headway. I'm going to be ending just kind of southeast of Toledo. There's a really small town there that has a campground. I think it's called the White Star Campground. And I already reserved it for tonight, but they've got electricity at each site and a shower house, so that'll be perfect. Yeah, so looking forward to getting going. Really wasn't any breakfast here. They just had a little tiny cinnamon roll thing. Didn't even have any coffee. But yeah, it was kind of a fiasco with the bike, but whatever. It's the first time I've come across that where I couldn't keep the bike in the hotel room. And they had me put it in this garage, which had all their personal belongings in it, so I wasn't too worried about it. But they wanted me to carry all my bags outside this morning and last night. Or they wanted me to leave the bike outside and carry all my bags in, including my battery and all that stuff. I was like, that's not happening. So I just wheeled my bike down the hallway to my room and loaded and unloaded. And again, today they tried doing the same thing. No, you bring your bike outside. I was like, no, I'm wheeling it down the hallway. It's ridiculous. Anyway, first time, like I said, first time I've ever come across that. Yeah, so looking forward, probably stop somewhere between the 60 and 80 mile mark to refuel up and charge a battery somewhere, probably in a park or something. So, all right, I'm gonna be on my way. This whole area around here in Indiana is like where I swear all the RVs are made, transported, etc. Because they got a lot of rail around here too to haul. Man, there's a lot of guys in hauling companies too that I've seen that take them around, but there's just lots everywhere and a lot of manufacturing of the travel trailers. All right, Syracuse, 11 miles. Too bad I'm in the wrong state. Not New York yet. Still gotta go through Ohio, Pennsylvania, then New York. It is just a gorgeous morning. Nice country roads, not a lot of traffic. That's perfect. I couldn't ask for anything more. First time I've ever passed a buggy and a horse. That's kind of interesting. Well, that was good timing. I pulled over off the highway to take care of some business, and just as a freight train was pulling through. Kind of cool. This is the main line behind me that goes to the East Coast, like for Amtrak and all the other freight and stuff. Kind of cool. Just very, very good timing. Alright, so I'm on Highway 6 now for a while. It's fast going, it's busy, but there's a huge like 10-12 foot shoulder, so it's nice and it's freshly paved, so it's almost safer than being on a road, you know, a country road. So just because I have such a wide berth, and there's really not a whole heck of a lot of debris on there either, so it's kind of like my own bike path. So let's be taking this through a couple towns. I'm about 40 miles in so far, about 100 left. Probably going to stop and charge in, I think, the town of Butler, which is about 20 miles away. Find a park there and grab something to eat for lunch too. It's already 10 o'clock. So, going good. The weather's beautiful. I do have a headwind, but it's keeping me cool too while I'm pedaling, so doesn't feel that warm. So just enjoying the ride. Alright, so I'm in a park here in the town of Butler. Just taking a rest and charging up. Because of the headwind, I've basically used up half my battery getting here, over 55 miles. And I'm not even doing like 20 miles an hour. I'm doing probably like 17 on average or so. It's hard to say at this point, but just using a lot more power going into the wind. So might probably definitely gonna have to do a second charge today at some point, but it's only like about 11:30, and like I said, I've already got 55 miles in out of the 140, so I have like 85 left. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, so all plugged in. There's an outlet here. Got the charger plugged in. So my battery has a total capacity of 50 amp hours, and that's, you know, in absolute perfect conditions, I could do 150 miles on that using 50 amp hours. But just doing the 55 miles I did, now granted I've got a lot of gear on here and stuff too, I used 25 amp hours. So I'm charging right now. I have a 15 amp charger, basically, so every hour I get 15 amp hours back into the battery. So that's all I'm going to do is charge it for about an hour. And I got here at 25 amp hours, and I am at 19. So I'm at 19 amp hours, so I've charged 5 amp hours already. So just munching on some snacks and just kind of relax. The breeze is nice today, so even though it's hot, it's nice and cool. So I'm just gonna lay here. I checked the bathrooms and they're locked, so no using those. That would have been nice. Looks like the water shut off too, but I have plenty of water with me. So yeah, I'm just gonna relax here for maybe about another 45 minutes and then hit the road again. Alright, so I'm all charged up. Charged up 20 amp hours, a little over an hour, and ready to hit the road. It's getting warm out, so I'm sure it's going to be hot in the sun, but yeah, I got another 80 miles to get through. So, alright, I'm going to hit the road again. An officer pulled up in the park, and I thought for a second there I was going to get kicked out or something, but they're setting up a family night, I guess they have in Butler here. The kids have got a bunch of, like, I don't know, they like grill out and stuff and have drinks and snacks and stuff, so look pretty cool. But yeah, all charged up 20 amp hours. As soon as I get to within about 5 amp hours left on the battery, it's not worth sitting around waiting, because as it gets closer to the charge voltage, it slows down the charge rate, so like exponentially, so it can like balance the batteries and everything. So yeah, it's not worth me going any further than that, unless it's overnight and I'm just letting it go. So should be good to go another 50-60 miles, which will bring me within about 20 miles of my destination, of course, depending on the wind. But yeah, it's a nice little town. Nice little town. It's kind of entertaining too, because they have there's a Y for the railroad too here, and it's a very busy line, so there's a couple freight trains that went by too while I was sitting there. Yeah, just watched some YouTube and drank some water and just relaxed in the shade. So, alright, time to hit the road again. I'll be off 6 now. I'm just going to be on the back roads because it kind of loses its shoulder. So, alright, here we go. Oh my god, it's so windy. Going so slow. It's like a 15 to 20 mile an hour headwind again, like I had last night. Whew. Just trucking along. Over halfway there, so probably gonna stop at another 20 miles and charge. I doubt, because of this headwind and the ability not to go very fast, I'm gonna probably not get there till like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. It's just what it is. It's a really long day. So I just stopped at Taco Bell in this, I forgot what town I'm in, but stopped to eat because I was starving. All I've had is a slice of Casey's pizza and some snacks, and then I found a place to charge because I'm pretty low on my battery. I'm at like 60%. I've used 60%. I'm at like 40%, so I really want to charge, but I backtracked to this park that looked like, one that would actually have some outlets, and it was all under construction, so every single thing is like way out of the way. And I kind of looked at the construction. There was no way to get through, and the only way to get to that park is to go way around, probably 5 miles out of my way, so that's not happening. So I'm gonna go check out this other park in this town. Again, this one is out of the way too, so anyway. But I figure I can charge for maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'll be good for the rest of the trip. I've got 100 miles down, 40 left to go. So I just don't want to, you know, chance it. So, all right, I'm gonna go find this park. All right, fingers crossed that this outlet works. Yay, we are charging. So you can see here, I'm at 100 miles, 32 amp hours. And my battery's 50, so basically multiply it by 2, and I used 60%, so I have 40% left. So yeah, I'll let it get down to maybe, I don't know, so it's charged probably 3/4. Should be good. Yeah, so I'm just gonna chill here. I'm gonna see if there's some water, just so I can consume some more water and refill. I filled my bottle up at Taco Bell with some ice too. But if there's water here, I'll drink all mine and replenish. So, all right, we are charging away. All right, so I just charged the battery a little bit to bring me up to about 60%. And that should be enough to get me 45 miles to the campground. I don't want to waste any more time that I don't have to. It's already, what is it, 5? I think it's almost 5:45. And I'm in the Eastern time zone, so sunset's about 9:30. And today is the summer solstice. It's the 21st of June, so it's light as long as it can be. So I got that to my advantage. I want to stop in Bowling Green too and kind of check it out. There's like a campus there and stuff, just a little bit. That'll be a good break. It's about 25 miles from here, and then it's another 20 miles to, I think it's Gothenburg is where the campground is I'm staying at. I already have a reservation there, so I'm glad that's all squared away too. And they have showers, and I have electric. All the sites are electric, so I'll be good to just plug in, set up my tent, take a shower, and go to bed. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, so I'm gonna chug along here to Bowling Green into the wind, as usual. That's kind of neat. Something I just noticed is that a lot of these houses here, almost every other one has a pool. I mean, not a pool, they have a pond in their front yard that's dyed blue and has like a diving board and a beach. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's probably, I don't know, the last 20 miles or so. Some of them have diving boards and decks off them. Kind of neat. I wonder if they local place that advertises excavating company or something, but pretty cool. I wonder if you go in and you come out looking like a Smurf though. Their hair like bright blue. Anyway, 32 miles left to Gibsonburg. So 32 miles left to Gibsonburg. I think I was calling it Gothenburg. It's Gibsonburg, where the White Star campground is that I'll be staying at. It's ran by like the county or something like that. Yeah, and 12 miles to Bowling Green, where I'm gonna just stop and take a break for a little bit. So making good time. Still windy, but I'm doing like 16 or 17 miles an hour, so it's a bit better. I think the wind is dying down into like the low teens. So anyway, we keep pedaling on here. All right, I am in Bowling Green, Ohio. I not totally hungry, so I think there are like 3 breweries here. I think I'm gonna stop at one of them that's close to my path here and grab a beer and just relax for a little bit, and then finish my last 20 miles. So I'm just doing a real quick charge here. I got 10 miles left, but only like, I don't know, 10 amp hours in my battery left, and I don't know if it's really a true 50 or not, and it's getting late, so I just as a safety precaution, I'm just gonna charge it for like 10-15 minutes here, and I should be totally safe. But yeah, I guess I cut it a little too close. I should have charged it up a tiny bit more, but I didn't know what the conditions would be like. So all right, 9 miles left. It's a long day. It's gonna be close to 150 miles, I think, when everything's said and done. I think I'm gonna try, just because I don't know about the wind, I think I'm gonna try and keep the days closer to 100 miles if I can. That might mean adjusting some of the trip in the future, but after Cleveland, staying downtown in Cleveland tomorrow night, I really don't have any set, camping places, so I can, gnats. So I can just kind of adjust from there. I'll have to look at the map, take a look. But I looked again tomorrow, and the wind's supposed to be from the east again, so just gonna try and cut the mileage down, I think, not knowing about the weather. Just make it a little bit more enjoyable too. It's a little much today going into the wind. So anyway, we'll see what tomorrow brings, but I'm just gonna focus on getting to Gibsonville, or getting to Gibsonburg, and taking a shower and getting camp set up. So keep pedaling. All right, Gibsonburg, I'm here. 2 miles left to the campground. Sweet. It's gonna be dark here pretty soon. A beautiful sunset though. It's a nice ride. The wind has finally died down now that it's 9 o'clock at night. But yeah, that's why I like touring in the summer. Got a long day of riding, so anyway, I'm gonna stop at the gas station, get some food, and head off to camp. All right, so I just made it into camp here in the nick of time, just before it got totally dark. It was a tough day today. That wind, man, and just having to keep charging because of it, and just, it was a lot of work. I mean, regardless of whether I'm on an electric assisted bike, it was still very tough. It wore me out too, just being in the wind all day long. I mean, it was a solid 15 miles an hour the whole entire day. Same thing I had yesterday too. So it was rough. I don't really want to do another 140 mile day if it's going to be like that. I mean, it's probably close to 150. It was almost 150. It was 147 miles today. So with that wind, I really don't ever want to do that again. I am totally beat. Tomorrow is 100 miles to downtown Cleveland. I need to book a hotel. I'll probably do that during the day tomorrow. So that shouldn't be too bad. But again, the wind is coming from the east, so it's going to be another solid headwind day. I think I am going to be on some trail, so that might hide the wind. I guess we'll find out. Tomorrow's another day, so I'm gonna get set up real quick here and then go take a shower and hit the hay. I will see you on the next one.